It's the music. It's what's on TV. You know, and it's
down to the way you shop and where you buy your clothes and what's going on, what the displays look like in that store that you shop.
But then you know what it is as well. I don't know if this would change the topic. And I don't know how to say it without making it seem like it's double standard, but it is. Like he said, some women give it up on the first day, and some men feel like, oh, she ain't right for material. In some instances, it ain't that. You know what I mean? But also, it is nowadays, I can't speak on when my lovely aunt was born, you know, just 25 years ago. That now, like he said, it's a highly sexual climate. Women are so caught up in comparing themselves to these magazine people, these women that are being posted on, and I'm not shaming again nobody. I ain't gonna say no celebrities' names, but these celebrities that's posting, you know, in the bikini and they look, you know, they got the flat stomachs and they didn't have 5 kids, and you like, I had no kids, and I'm trying surgery. But then you have those men that feel like, I don't want my girl posting in no bikini bottom and top. But yet your same man is commenting and liking the woman that has posted in a bikini top and bikini bottom, or the woman that has posted in a fishnet shirt with the bra on, or a woman that has posted these new dresses with the cuts on the side. But now we looking at it like, if this is what my man is into, I want that same attention.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Some women.
You want the lady in the street freaking in the bed. So we wanna see that, but we don't want you to project that, except when you're at home.
But see, but that's for the women. I can only speak for myself, and for some of the women I have spoke to about this, we don't see it as that. It confuses us, and then it makes us second guess us, because now we feel like, well, if that's what you want, I can give you that, and I can give it to the world too. I'm not saying we all got eyes. We see, we you know, the first thing most times with a man and a female, or whoever you're attracted to, is mostly physical, especially if you don't know them. So if our man or our woman or whatever is telling us they don't want us posting a certain type of picture, or saying a certain type of thing, or dressing a certain type of way, or dancing a certain type of way, now we thinking about, so if you don't want us dancing like this, and I get what he said, y'all only want it in the home, why do y'all go
to out here liking everything?
Not only that, but now we talking about why you going to the strip clubs and spending your money on the strippers when I can do that for you right here. I ain't gonna post it, but you rather take our hard-earned money and go to the strip club and pay somebody that you don't know to grind on you. It's fantasy, but again, for the men, it's only fantasy. For the women, it plays on our mind where it's like
disrespectful.
So let's address that. What happens is, when females get into relationships, they get comfortable. And sometimes before they get into these relationships, they kind of comfortable. Like they have a set rule of what they, like boundary, what they're gonna do, they're not gonna do. However, these other females is unlimited, uninhibited in these clubs and these situations. So they're willing to do it all. So a guy wants a female that's gonna do it all.
Why the hell are you in a relationship?
That goes both ways, because why we
wait,
why are we in a relationship whereas, okay, you want a, what's the word, polygamous? You're like, you want me one-on-one, monogamous. You're in a monogamous relationship, you only want me. Great. If you only want me, you only want what I want, or you're there to satisfy my needs. And if my needs, did I say something that we are here to satisfy?
So you're the only one
we here to satisfy each other's needs, granted. But now, if I am a highly sexual individual where I want sex often, and you say, okay,
I ain't about to be in a relationship with you.
Okay, but we're married, so that means you agree to it. So now, if you agree to it, so now how you get into a marriage and now slow down?
Because let me tell you something. That's a whole nother story.
Not even that, it's a whole nother story.
What I do, you don't do. You ain't raised 5 kids, right? What I have done, you didn't do. because your time was spent outside the home so that you could provide the home.
Are we comparing apples and oranges?
No. I'm just explaining, because most men work outside the home to make sure that their family is comfortable. You did that.
And
And the
what you
mom
do outside the home is less than what you do in the home.
absolutely not.
Okay,
It's
just want to show
absolutely
that.
equal.
Okay.
But because you're outside the home, your work is maintaining the is providing the home. My work is maintaining the home. So because you get to go out, like that's a lot of what happened with us. You got to go out and you got to be around other adults, interact, also do your job, make your money and take care of us, but you got to be outside. I got to be in the house with 5 kids, mommy and me to death. I love them, but to death. And when I went out, I had to have at least 3 of them with me at a time. At least 3 of them with me at a time. So for me, it was crazy because I'm like, okay, you can't expect me to be this that I used to be before the kids because I'm fucking exhausted. You came home from work tired, but you wasn't too tired to get it on. And I'm like,
What's my hashtag?
Shut up. Anyway, my thing it's not that I did more. It's that my energy, I don't even know how to explain it, because you was able to bounce back quick after you came home from work. And you just need a shower and a plate of food and you ready to go. And I'm like,
baby, there. I get that. However, what we're discussing is, why do guys go there?
Yeah, because you said, because you expect, like, if we took on this relationship, not you, both of us, because I consented to this, right?
And then it changed.
But it had to, because 5 children ain't about to keep everything right, everything the same as before the 5 children.
Okay, so what I was
there has to be some adjustments.
So what I was getting beforehand, I now have to settle with less.
No, it just has to be adjusted, because you now need to understand that my body has changed, my attitude of my body has changed.
Granted,
and nothing has changed as far as my love for you and my attraction, but you have to understand that that woman has gone through hell and back with the amount of children we have. That's a lot. So to expect the exact same thing is too much. It's too much. You have to bend somewhere to help your partner to say, okay, you know, I get where you're coming from. This is what I need, but I can deal with this.
Granted. But now, if you don't understand that we had this, and now we have to deal with this.
No.
Okay. Even
I still want it, I'm just tired.
But now we look at mommy who has gained weight.
Yes.
Body has changed.
Yes. And she's
self-conscious. But on my feed, I happen to get
somebody who
I happen to get Kim Kardashian, and now it's like, wait. And I'm not comparing, not technically, but technically I kind of am. So it's like, you know, well, baby,
How? I would slap you. See, I'm sorry.
But no, he's being real. He's saying from a different man's perspective.
I get it. But see, that would have been a fight with us, because how dare you?
But he didn't do it, but he's speaking for the man.
Right. But that's still disrespectful. I feel like that's still disrespectful.
But this is what happened.
It is. It really is.
How do we address these issues?
And that's what I was saying, as far as
a man, you got to grow up. There's always going to be a woman that's out there that got a better body. There's always going to be a guy out there.
It's not about
really is. No, it is.
It's not. The reason why it's not.
I'll let you explain it.
I'm
about growing up.
It's not about the growing up part. It's like I definitely understand where you're coming from. But what he's saying is, you got to keep the fire there sometimes.
Oh, hell yes.
And no, but even though they don't want the woman that's putting it out there on the social media, this, that, and third, you got to still be igniting him some kind of way.
Yes. Yes.
Uncle Larry, I don't know.
No, I get that. I'm with you on
I
that.
get it, but
It's the point of you can't be.
Because again, when I put myself in this personal space, it's like
it makes you
I
reevaluate.
went there.
Right.
I was there.
Right.
See,
Even though y'all probably didn't go through that, I went through that. And again,
we've been to hell and back.
but it's not to
I ain't never been to hell.
It's not to throw shame. Like
We
I
took
said,
the
I'm
keys.
growing and I'm realizing where I may have messed up or, did my part in it, because then I didn't get it. I just felt like, nigga, I had these babies and you worried about, she posted
This
some bathing suit pictures.
Let
Like,
me tell you something.
so it's
I'm
like,
very secure with me. Go the hell on.
But guess what?
Go to hell on. Take these kids with you.
Let's backtrack. But wait, let's backtrack, because what you spoke about in postpartum was, I'm one of those. I put my slippers on, I put my pajamas on, I go out. I'm like, fuck it. So
and that's
now,
how I was when I was pregnant.
so
I
now-
didn't care.
so now he's like, okay, he's expecting something else, and you're like, yo, fuck it. So that
I was going to the doctor's appointment with bonnets on, pajamas, and slippers. And him and my mother was like, we bought you clothes. Why you got that on? Nigga, I'm here for the doctor. What I gotta get dressed for? I don't care. I wanna. So it's like you already turning down the physical part.
Right.
But again, though,
I don't want to say you're giving up, but at the time you falling into it because
you
like,
are. But again, with
can't
that,
do
it
no
may
more
not
than
be
this.
that he needs to grow up, but he also don't understand. That goes back to the postpartum
Right.
thing. But it's
Right,
like
'cause
he
that's
don't
more
get it.
pressure.
He don't have that person to let him know. Listen, she going through a lot. The body going through a lot. Hold on with it, right? So of course, the first person or female that posts a goddamn bathing suit picture, he like,
hey,
But see, I'm
she
not
got
mad
on
at that. My
pajamas,
problem is when
his
you
phone.
projecting that shit on me. Because see, here's the thing. I was a full opposite of that. I popped out my baby and I walked around the hospital the next day in leopard print, mini nightgown. And they was like, yeah, we'll see you next year. And I was like, whatever, bitch. But I didn't care. Everywhere I went, and there's nobody who can tell you different. When you see me, hair was laid, nails was done. I had on heels this fucking high pushing my strollers. I stayed right. So I didn't go through most of this, but he looked,
but also
and he was
then
online liking pictures.
back in those 25 years ago, when y'all was, there was no social media.
It wasn't.
Social media has made things so much more.
But
even as simple
it
as
has.
regular
But let me
dates.
tell you what was our problem then. Our problem then was them hood rats who saw and knew this was your relationship and didn't give a fuck. Still wanted to jump in the face.
They still there.
But now instead of that,
they still there.
They're on social media now.
Social media has made it worse than it, but then it's not even just the hood rats that know you or of you. It's again, it's just still
okay.
The internet.
But a part of the problem also is one thing to look the part, is another thing to actually act the part and produce. So yeah, you can look great and you can put the makeup on, but if you're still not contributing, if you're still not there, you look good, but you're not there. Another topic for another time is like having a male that's in the house, but he's not part of the house. Meaning you have someone there, but he's just there as a symbol. He's not helping, he's not doing anything. He's playing video games, he's doing what he's doing, but he's not there. So that's the same type of thing with the female. Like, oh yeah, my hair is there, my nails is laid, I'm doing that, but yeah, but guess what? Oh, don't turn me over. You are messing my hair.
Right.
Come on, you're gonna break it now. Oh my God.
Right.
All right, yeah, but you looked the part.
Oh, hurry up and get it done because I'm tired.
Like, come on, like you like really?
Now we just gonna say this.
I don't know put no pillow princess all night. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
You paid for this hair.
I got off,
this
but
hair up.
I ain't getting it all. I got off, but that's all I got. Like, yeah.
Okay.
It's
So now where we started from and when we went to it, we went to about consent, but it's real though. Some people are going through this shit that need to hear this.
Yeah.
It is.
And all the time too, because even though it pisses me off, you can't always be mad at the guy because he's looking elsewhere. Because, like you said, fuck that. I'm going in slippers. I can't. All it takes is one trip to Walmart to see. That's all it takes, and not even necessarily
and that's why
Walmart.
now,
Like right now,
when
it's happening everywhere.
when I tapped into my post, I'm going back to the other video, but when I tapped into that, now when I'm just going to the store, I get dressed to make me feel better. That's another part of,
because it was never about him and what he thought. It was always about me.
But back to what we originated from. God damn, y'all.
But before we go there, no, we didn't. But before we go there, it's eye candy.
Mm-hmm.
We enjoy male. I'm female to do. I'm only speaking for male. I'm a male. We enjoy eye candy, and not all the time we want to taste a sample. We just enjoy eye candy because we'll look at it and say, okay, damn, she's vivacious, but guess what? That's too much. It's good to see, or know what? We fantasize in our mind like, oh man, that would be fun, but that's not necessarily what we want.
Right.
So females need to fall back and be like, you know what? Okay, I remember, I think it was one time, because it won't happen much in our relationship. My wife was like, what? She showed me a big ass. Like,
I didn't know, but look, I remember, I was like,
yeah, but what pissed me off though is the time she'll be like, oh, I know you was looking, I know you was checking out. No, what the fuck? I was not. And it's like, oh, we'll be walking past and it'll be a fat ass. And mind you, it's like, you know what? As I looked, it didn't do anything for me. But right. that particular time is because you know, oh, I'm looking, I'm checking out a fat ass. Oh, I caught you. I know you was looking. No, that's not the case.
Right.
But I digress.
Consensual and non-consensual.
But when you dress a certain way and you carry yourself a certain way, we attach
just that.
And you know what? It goes law. Now I gotta bring law into this because legally, the government presumes and assumes certain things about you, meaning they assume that you're a citizen, they assume that you are subject of them, they assume and presume that you are you have to abide by their codes, statutes, and ordinances. Mm-hmm. So the same rules apply with males and females. We assume and presume that because you carry yourself a certain way, that you're going to follow through and you're still going to be that type of way when we get together. So it's an assumption and a presumption. And the same way you deal with law, whereas you got to rebut that presumption and say, no, what? That's not how it is. You got to do the same thing with that presumption because we assume, no, what? Oh, she got videos. Oh, matter of fact, she be doing it. Oh, we assume she's easy. We assume it's going to be females need to say, no. That's an alter ego.
Right.
That's not who I am.
Right.
You know,
that's for the gram.
And that's for somebody that I'm gonna, settle down with. That's somebody I'm dating. So don't expect that. Right. So they need to be upfront and say those things.
Yeah. It's true, but again,
I feel like when you meeting somebody and you just starting to go out, okay, I'm being an asshole about it.
But no, you're right.
Why would you even have expectations? How dare you? Because you don't even know this person.
Why would you have expectations?
Take some time to get to know this person. Don't come in thinking that, oh, because she bad and she dressed like that, yeah, I'm gonna get. No. You're gonna get your feelings hurt.
Okay.
Most times.
I can
come in with no expectations because when men come like that, I promise you that is such a turn on. Like, just come in and be the funny guy, be the nice guy, be the goofy guy. You be grumpy. Fuck it. She might like that shit too. But you never know. But you can't come with those expectations of I know I'm gonna hit this because I've been trying to get at shorty forever. I've been hitting on her. She know I like her, so I'm gonna just take her out to eat, and then we're gonna go to the crib, and she gonna let me. No, you're not, because when we might go out to eat. But guess what? Here go my half, because I don't need you to pay for me for shit. And no, I'm not coming back to your house. So now after that, what is she, a bitch? No. What is you don't call her no more?
What happens is you get placed in the friend zone.
No problem though.
No, it's no problem for you, but guess what? You kind of like off the mat with us. And
I've never been upset about that.
Listen, females
I'm
know.
only speaking for me though.
Females know who they're gonna sleep with
Exactly.
before the guys know.
But
It's up to the guy to fuck up. It's up to the guy to fuck up. Now the female, even if you fuck up, we still gonna give you a shot because guess what? We're gonna smut you out.
Right.
You know what? It's gonna be one of those.
I'm gonna say it, but I ain't fighting with you.
I like the catch-22.
Right.
It's in a way.
What?
I'm sorry.
I had it right there. It's okay. It had.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. A female could fuck that up.
The monkey wrench that I was going to throw in there though was, what about the female that does dress appropriately and does not post these twerking videos or anything of sexual content and still goes out with this guy on a date or invites the guy over for dinner at a date at her house, and he still expects that he's going to get something because they've been flirting back and forth for 2-3 months, whatever the case is, and now we finally on this date. So now, and what if she wasn't dressed crazy? What if she had on this, a goddamn mock turtleneck and some jeans?
Okay, so we texting or we're communicating.
We're sexting. Sexting
We're
or
sexting.
texting?
We're sexting. And you're saying, oh, I like this, I like that. So now you are leading us on. And now when we get in front of each other.
Right. No, absolutely. And that would be wrong on the female part. That is still wrong.
Okay.
But it does not give the male the right to think he can just take it.
No, not that they could take it.
No, I'm just saying because that because we've been sexting, you can expect it. But when you're trying to force your way, is what I'm saying.
What's the force?
A force is trying to talk her into it when you know damn well she don't. A force is
coercion.
Right. A
force is more so a force. Like she's telling you no, and you like, you're forcing her, making her lay down, or making her go down there, or making, forcing her.
When you clearly know.
But if you are sexting, the woman should be held accountable. Do not mislead. And sometimes women, we do it. We mislead. We enjoy the flirting, oh, you was looking good. That even if they don't comment on your picture, they in your inbox. So they got your number, they text you, they send you the googly eyes, that dress was nice. Now we flirting back, what you would do if what you would do if you saw me in it. Even though you ain't say much, you said enough to open that door. You open that window, so now he thinks it's a go. So now he gonna keep going. Oh, I would have did this, and what else? Or, you would have did this. You wouldn't have did nothing. All of that, as small as it may seem, it is a misconception and it is a mislead. And you are leading them on to think that now, if he invites you out, or if you invite him into your home for a dinner or Netflix and chill, he thinking you want something else because y'all been sexting and you've been telling him, oh, well, and he been telling you it back, and now he there, and you like, oh, no. He like, oh, yeah. Because that's what you said right here on December 3rd, that if you got me, you would do this. So he going with that. He don't care that.
Is there a limit is there a spending limit? Whereas if I spend more than this, it's definitely going down.
No, it should not be, but some men think that it is.
Absolutely true. Because if I take you to a Netscape
5-star
and we got floor seats,
like basketball.
We got floor seats.
Hell better. We got floor seats. Y'all go to a 5-star restaurant. And let's just throw this in there too. We just gonna go to home now. Y'all driving around in the stretch limo. You ain't even gotta spend money. He didn't pick you up limo, flowers, floor seats, 5-star restaurant. Whatever else, come with.
And you because you think you did all that, I gotta
do not put out, lose my number, and you go immediately to the bottom of the list.
Some men, and that is how they.
But is that wrong? She says yes. What do you say?
I'm gonna have to be on the fence.
Don't be on the fence. Be real.
I will, because, and this is me being real, because it's not wrong. But it's wrong because, number one, we did not ask you to do all of the
Like,
above
what
and
you
beyond.
gonna do for me,
Do
you
we
gonna do out of the
appreciate
kindness
it?
of your heart.
Not even if you did it from the bottom of your balls and you only did it because, but no, let me finish. We appreciate it, and people take that wrong when you say something like, oh, I didn't ask you. It just means that if you did it, you did it because you wanted to. But that don't mean that you should think that you deserve something in the end.
Right.
And this is why there is a book written, Men Are From Mars,
Women Are From Venus.
Yeah.
And I love that book.
And I'm not pumping that book, but I'm making a point of.
But it's a good book.
What he said, what she heard type thing.
And it's what she said, what he heard type thing as well.
If a guy says, know what, I'm gonna do it up. I'm gonna take you out because she might be a Nets fan. She's like one of the Nets players. So I'm gonna take you, gonna get 4 seats, not nosebleeds. I'm gonna take you.
I don't even mean to cut you off, but that movie, Think Like a Man.
Okay. Okay.
That's the book. Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. That's the book just in the movie.
Yeah, but
because again,
shit,
it wasn't though, because did you read Men Are From Mars? It was kind of, I didn't read it either, but it was sort of along those lines. What she said versus what he heard, and then what he said versus what she heard. Now in the movie, you know, I'm sure 1,000 of us saw the movie or whatever the case is. My aunt felt like they was, you know, on a lot of bullshit. They was playing games.
Yeah,
it wasn't though. It was literally. You think about the lady, Megan Good in that movie. She had her 3-month rule. I'm not giving up no more penis. Every time I give it up to the person, the guy, the first date. Look, Chris Brown, I can't remember her name. Her name was May or something, and her name was March or whatever. She made this vow. I'm not doing it no more. I'm waiting 3 months, and he has to earn these drugs.
Yeah, but
he heard, but no, listen. But that was the thing. He heard, which was Zeke the Freak, heard. I just gotta tell her she my girlfriend and she loved me, and I'm gonna get the drugs because that was what was in the book. If he calls you his girlfriend, you have that commitment. Now, if he tells you he loves you, he wants to be with you. But he was already ahead of the game because he read the book that she was already right. Oh, I just gotta tell this. Let me introduce her. This my girlfriend. This my friend. And then what happened? I love you. And what happened? She slept with him, and boom. They both. It was a. He heard one thing. Let me just tell her I love her, so I did the drugs. Nah, I love that movie because it wasn't stupid, but it played with your mind because that was like, damn, do I really think like a man and act like a woman?
I feel like I have an inner dude, a real thug.
I don't feel like I got the thug part, but I don't have the rest of it because
I just was like, I saw that movie. It was funny, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like it was really some dumb shit. Because
then what about the couple that was dating for 10 years but not engaging them? They just dating 10 years.
Okay, she's stupid.
Not even that, she's stupid.
Because not even no, you're right. Because according to my standards, that's stupid. According to her standards, she was probably good. But
she wasn't good. She wanted a ring, but she was trying to
stop waiting on him. Because my rule with him, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. He had 5 years. I don't give a fuck how many kids we got. We could have had 12 kids in them 5 years. Twins, fucking twins. If your ass ain't ready to get married in 5 years, I'm out. Why am I here? And the thing was, I didn't even want to get married in the beginning. But I knew once I started having his children, you're gonna make me your wife, or somebody else gonna be in the house raising your children because I'm not about to be alone.
Because that's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother. I've never been that girl that's been worried about, oh, he gonna take me out, and if I don't sleep with him, he's gonna be gone. Bob, it's a lot of dudes behind you. Step your ass out the way, because the next one is on deck. I'm not that girl that care. I've never been. When I met him, I was already seeing somebody and breaking up with somebody. When we met, he was seeing like 6, 7 girls.
Not true.
Stop lying. You were.
Not
he
true.
was mad.
Not true.
But it's not really about caring.
Yeah, I just was never that girl.
You don't sleep with them. It's just more so. Females these days don't know that it's okay to say no.
They don't